Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading. And today is October 24, 2023, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, we're watching Bitcoin spike. It does more than that. It rallied. I don't even know what to call it. But first, looking at today's major economic events. So we've got a bunch of services and manufacturing PMI results coming out from France, Germany, Great Britain, and the United States, starting out at 9:15, 9:30, 10:30, and 3:45 p.m. today, all respectively. Now, also, in addition, today we've got corporate earnings for Microsoft, Google, Visa, and Coca-Cola. So it's a big day. Now, starting out with the Forex symbols, we're watching the euro break that downwards trend while the Turkish lira makes new lows once again. Now, looking at the indices, both the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ kind of bounce. We're going to look at that. And looking at the commodities, both gold and oil remain unchanged. And as we look at the stock, tech stocks are really mixed. And lastly, as spoken about before, Bitcoin just spiked. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. With the Euro USD, we had a beautiful downwards momentum. We're going to look at a weekly chart first. You could see it faintly, okay? This is a red line that we have going down. I do have the crossover line at 105.20-ish level, but that was the downwards trend line, okay? Now, it's been breached yesterday, and it breached nicely with some gusto. However, it didn't breach it with big volume, so I'm a little bit concerned that this is a dead cat bounce, which means that this little rally up is really a fake out. It's just short covering, and then we're going to go back down. So keep that in mind, as that might still happen today. Now, looking at the GBP USD, also got to bounce above its 30-day moving average on a daily. Not bad. Now, it's got to sustain it for us to really feel like, oh, it's changing character and getting a little bit stronger, and we may see this kind of break out higher or just trade in a range, at least for now. Now, looking at the commodities, didn't do much yesterday. Gold just hanging out 1975, while oil just unchanged at $86 a barrel. Now, what is interesting, let's get to the U.S. markets. NASDAQ just bouncing slightly, and so did the Dow Jones. That's why I keep it in quotations. Didn't really jump. Now, it is on a certain threshold. A certain threshold is support. Now, support, systemically speaking, is supposed to be an area we bounce off of, and that's what I would expect. However, let's take a look at it. Microsoft trading right unchanged. Day to day, it's been just trading in a really tight range, and so has Google, as that has really broken to new highs just a few weeks ago, but then off of its highs. Not by much, but off of its highs. So today is going to be very decisive for both Microsoft and Google. It's going to give us an idea of what the market is doing next as this unfolds. Now, looking at Facebook, it did get that nice bounce as that is also bouncing. Now, it's got to be solidified, and I think the market is just waiting for all this news to come out for us to have more confidence in the market. So this is all what I'm looking at. Now, lastly, looking at the big boy, Bitcoin comes out of nowhere, and as it broke above 30,000, traders pushed it higher to over 34,000. Now, it's just shy of 33.95 right now. Now, the point is that, okay, yeah, it spiked. What's going to happen next? Is it going to fade it? Okay, are we going to just see a fade coming out next and we're going to go back to 30,000? That could be, okay, that could be a really great opportunity. So just watch it, okay? See if it's holding itself or not, okay? Now, when you're trading Bitcoin, it's mostly momentum. It's not technical as much as it's momentum. So just be aware of that, because there's nothing to compare it to. There's very little technical right now. It did have resistance-ish level at 35,000. Okay, so that was a resistance level, but besides that, there's not much to go here. You can't compare it to anything. You know, when you're trading stocks, there's, you know, the relative strength to the rest of the market. However, Bitcoin, it's just doing it by itself. There's no market system per se that's going to give us some direction of which way it's going to go. So just be aware of that if it does go against you, you know, in either direction that you decide to go, just be careful with it. That's the point of this particular lesson. So trade responsibly when you're trading Bitcoin. Big numbers coming out today. I do expect it to be a big day. Thank you for joining us for the Daily Review. We'll see you here tomorrow.